Okay, so can you tell me your name?
Katie Sample.
And where do you work?
I work for the LCBO.
And what local is that?
I'm in local 499 with OPSEU, and I am the unit steward for that local.
Awesome. Okay, great. So can you tell me what you liked about our creative action today?
I love creative action. I love movements like this and sort of having different ideas and different ways to reach the public, because it can't just be about our message. It has to be about reaching the public and having people on board and supporting what our message is. In a society now where we have so much online and there's so much wittiness and humor online and everything else, that we need to really find engaging and funny and humorous and fantastic ways to reach the public and get them on our side.
Okay. And were you comfortable with talking to people on the street?
Generally, I'm comfortable with talking with people on the street, but I do understand how a lot of people aren't. And so I think going out in groups with a clear message is always helpful for those who are uncomfortable talking to people on the street.
Okay, great. And what might you have done differently or more creatively in today's action?
So with this campaign and this action, I think the We Own It is a great direction to go in. I've always said for a long time, especially with working for the LCBO, privatization has always been something that has come up with the different provinces going that route. And I said we really have to start to get people to think of themselves as owners versus just consumers. So putting that back out there and letting them know about the We Own It or You Own It is something that I would sort of add to that campaign, because sometimes when it's saying we, it's sort of coming from, you have a lot of anti-union rhetoric when you use a term like we, they sometimes think it's us versus us as a communal us.
Right.
So there was that. I don't know if the campaign was fully ready. So on the pamphlet there was minor information regarding how P3s affect the public in general and everything else, but there was no real call to action for the public. So a lot of people would ask questions that get the pamphlet, like, okay, so what do you want us to do? If they agreed with us and they wanted to keep things public versus private, they were saying, well, what do you want us to do? And of course, some of us knew it's like, okay, well, you talk to your local MPPs and everything else. But again, if you have new people who are a little bit uncomfortable, if they're getting follow-up questions and there was no real it's good to have a debriefing, but we should have a briefing going in. And then also too, the website is coming soon. So we went out there with information, asking people to join on with the campaign. And then, so even if the people that we did reach today are going to go to this website and it's not going to be available, and they're probably not going to think to go back. So we have to be a little bit more prepared about when we go out to the campaign. Timing is a very, very, very important aspect in campaigning and reaching out to the public, because again, with the social media, everybody's got an attention span of about 30 seconds, and if they can't do it in 30 seconds, they're on to the next thing. So I would be a little bit more prepared and have a little bit more clear message about what we want the public to do. If we've convinced them that this is yours and you're an owner, not necessarily what we want the public to do, but what they can do if they agree with this message is to push back against the privatization of Ontario.
Great. Is there anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Awesome.
Just stay strong. Get out there.
Awesome. Thank you.